morning to all the young chirping birds. You all, particularly the participants, the principal, the organizers, and the Department of Science and Technology. I'm very happy to see you young smiling faces. I can see your smiling. And you go on smiling. And you go chirping. Chirping, you understand? Chirping is just like small birds. डॉक्टर ने आपको मना किया था कि बहुत बोलना नहीं है, अपनी सीटें विराजमान करिएगा. But I will just tell you that I always love the students, particularly you young people, when you are chirping. In the sense when you come to the class, oh शोर डल रहा है, and I like it. Then when I come to my class, the very first thing Principal Agarwal has mentioned, that is my students. The moment I reach here, my students say, "Good morning, sir." You know, I always like it. The reason is because a teacher demands only few things. That is from the students with the smiling faces. Today I am here with you people. आप लोगों को हिंदी अच्छी आती है या इंग्लिश अच्छी आती है? अच्छा लगता है. But I always love to speak both in Hindi, in English, and in Punjabi, whatever. Okay? Punjabi. So you want mix or you want only English? Good. That's always good test. So let me start the lecture with the very first thing is some fascinating aspects of chemistry. I'm not going to give you a very big lecture. What I'm going to ask you here is that what is chemistry? What is the use of chemistry? What are the potentials of chemistry? What are the drawbacks of chemistry? These are some of the things which I'm going to highlight. Okay? So, can I make myself? Can you take it? Okay. So now the very first thing is that I come from Panjab University. Principal Agarwal happened to ask me that I write the spelling of Panjab as P-A. And most of you people are in the habit of writing Panjab as P-U. Isn't so? So there is a difference that the name of Panjab University is differentiated because Panjab University happens to be in Lahore. Original Panjab University was in Lahore, and there we used to write P-U-N-J-A-B. And since we came to India after the partition, and after that, Panjab University is always written as P-A. I think I will answer your question. So, I'm very happy that the first question was from the principal of the college. And I will just love you people to ask me very many questions. If you ask me questions, then I will be very happy. Otherwise, I will go annoyed here. So you want to keep me happy or annoyed? So you go and ask me a good question. So this is my Panjab University, and so this is Panjab University, and this is a beautiful bhavan. We call it as Gandhi Bhavan, and you know after the name of Mahatma Gandhi. And then we have got a very nice building. Here that is our main library, and here is your botanical garden because I am covering all the sciences, and this is my department, and this is your department, and your department means we call it as a student center, where the students after studying hard go for mixing up with the students and go for a cup of coffee, cup of tea. So that is the student center. How many of you have been to Chandigarh? Those of you, I am happy that you people have been to Chandigarh, but those who have not been to Chandigarh, please visit us. It is one of the beautiful cities, and it is a very grand city, and made by the French architect Le Corbusier. So this is a planned city, and only city in India which has been planned, and this is my university, so I just wanted to show you. And this is my department. And you don't have to find any problem, आपको कोई problem नहीं है. जैसे ही आप डिपार्टमेंट में आएंगे, this is all my department. So you don't have to come. The moment you come to the department, this is the main entrance. and that's in my office. So you don't have to find any problem. You don't have to ask anybody. Enter into the department, just turn to the left and second is my room. So very easy. Chemistry is very, very easy. Now, the first thing which I would just like to tell you people, that always respect your teacher. He is my teacher with whom I did my PhD, and he is the one who showed me the path of chemistry. So I salute my lecture to him. I dedicate my lecture to the fond memories of Professor R.C. Kaur. I did my PhD with him. So you also respect your teacher, because teacher is more than your father, more than your parents. And he taught me only 5 things. That is, he told me that when you go to the class, you should be prepared mentally. You should be prepared. You should be present physically. You should be having present intellectually, ethically. 4. Lastly, I won't tell you. You have to tell me. 4 things I told you. You have to be present mentally, physically, intellectually, ethically, and science students regularly. You understand? So आज ये नहीं है कि आज का सीट का लेक्चर लगा लिया तो क्या है, कोई बात नहीं, कल नहीं लगाएंगे. Don't do that. In science you cannot do. So 5 things you always keep in mind. This is what he told me, and I am following it. And today I am all because of my teacher, Professor R.C. Kaur. So I salute once again to my lecture to him. The first thing I showed you, that was the building which we named it as Mahatma Gandhi. And you can just read it here. Gandhi used to tell that live as if you were to die tomorrow, and learn as if you were to live forever. So whenever you are learning, you are always enjoying. So please try to learn. This is very, very important thing. Yeah, please. And next salute to this man. I'm very happy that the very first photograph which I happened to see was that of Professor Abdul Kalam. And Abdul Kalam used to say very, very interesting thing. You please keep in your mind. I think you will read yourself. If you salute your work, I mean if you study very hard, then you don't have to salute anybody. But if you pollute your work, then you have to do what? Then you have to salute everybody. So you want to salute everybody, or you want to salute your work? You please salute your work. And this is another important thing which I just wanted to show you. And you remember Professor Abdul Kalam? I had a chance to meet him, and several times, in fact in some meetings and all these things. But I wish you could have seen him. You have seen him, but he will be alive forever. The contribution he has made to the country, he will be alive forever. Okay? That materials are substances which can be put to use, and it can be put to use, for example, you can use in machinery, you can use in structure, you can use in small devices, and you can use as well as products. So you remember that materials are very, very important. Okay? Next please. How many of you love it? How many of you like it? Yes. This is a very, very important periodic table. खजाना है ये. किसका? पैसे का नहीं, knowledge का. Remember. So this is periodic table, and this is unlike other table. It gives you everything. Those of you जिनको आपको इंटरनेट पे एक्सेस है, so you can use it. This is freetable.com. If you put it in the computer, then you can get each and every element and you can study about it. Okay? Now the students, there is, generally क्या होता है कि कभी किसी स्ट्रीट का नाम देना हो, कभी किसी बिल्डिंग का नाम देना हो, या कभी किसी रोड का नाम देना हो, तो कब दिया जाता है? Generally when that person is no more. आप कहते हो महात्मा गांधी रोड, मेरे नाम पे तो कोई रोड नहीं होगी ना, until I die. So in chemistry, there is one element which was named when the person was alive. You understand my question? बहुत से एलिमेंट्स हैं. पहला मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछना था, how many elements are there in the periodic table? 180. 180. Okay. 180 have been named, but all the elements are still not existing. 2 or 3 have not been named. Anyway, 180. Okay, correct answer. Now, एक एलिमेंट है जो उस समय भी नाम दिया गया था when the person was alive. Only one element. Can you guess it? Can you guess it? किसी एलिमेंट का नाम बोल दो. The name of the element is Seaborgium. Seaborgium is the only element which was named when the person was alive. And he is a noble laureate, and we have given the very name Seaborgium. What is this? And what is this? This is called Grignard. आपको मैं छोटी सी कहानी बताता हूँ because this is just a trailer. After that I will shift over to chemistry. This is the Grignard, and he developed a compound. After his name, they call it as Grignard. When I was working in England with one of the scientists, he just came to me one day. मेरे को कहने लगा डॉक्टर बसीन आप क्या बना रहे हो? मैंने उसको क्या कहा? मैं क्या बना रहा हूँ? मैंने उसको बोला कि I am preparing Grignard reagent because I am just like a PDM. So he asked me, Dr. Bhasin, I don't understand what you say. Say again, what are you preparing? I told him the same thing. I am preparing Grignard. He was a very tall person. He couldn't understand what I am speaking. तो मेरे को भी लगा कि शायद कुछ मैं गलत कह रहा हूँ. So he once again asked me, okay, Dr. Bhasin, what are you preparing? I said. After that, he started laughing. फिर मेरे को थोड़ा लगा कि यार कोई गड़बड़ हुई है. So something must have gone wrong. तो मैंने कहा, Professor Bhasin, am I right when I say Grignard? He started laughing again, and I said, okay, what is this if you were to speak? He said, Grignard. I don't understand. I don't want to do that. You understand? Because this is basically a German-French name. And whenever they think German or French, there is a word, G in the center. G is in the center, they don't speak it. They see, if you just cut up G, फिर क्या बोलोगे? So that twist करके बोलो. But don't do that. So he was an American. But our language, I don't want to twist कालपुर में कपड़े डाले हो मेरी मम्मी कहे अरे आप लोगों को क्या हुआ है? So I don't want it. So मैंने पहले आपको बताया था आप chlorine कहो, chlorine कहो, जो मर्जी कहो, as long as you convey the message. So I conveyed the message. Either way in return, that it is Grignard or Grignard, it is your choice. Okay? Okay. This was a small thriller. Now I want you to make a little serious. What is this compound? This is a very interesting compound. यदि आप मेरे को मौका दोगे, I can speak for 3 days on this molecule, on this compound. But you will not give me more than 1 hour. For 3 minutes. I'm only like. Now please remember, this is my chemistry. I just want you to be sure with you people, and now you have to be little considerate what I am speaking. And you can see it here beautifully. I have written nitrogen in 2 colors. Can you make out? Can you make out? I have written in 2 colors. And I have done it specifically. You have to answer later. Like this. So when चलो call this molecule as a unique one. So now you have to justify it. Is it really unique? Okay? Now, why this is a unique molecule? Next please, one. Can you use this compound as a fertilizer?
Yes, sir.
Are you agree?
Yes, sir.
Why you can use it as fertilizer? Because it is a rich source of nitrogen. Is it okay? Now, next please. And this molecule is hygroscopic. This is hygroscopic, you understand?
Yes, sir.
This has a tendency to absorb water. Next please. And if you take ammonium nitrate, if you have it's okay. If you don't have, don't bother please. If you have it's okay. I just need 4 by 10. If it is there. Now, if you take ammonium nitrate and heat it, then what will happen? This will decompose into water and is it okay? आप थोड़ा carefully देखना है बेटा. थोड़ा सा focus कर लो because I have to convey a message. And this message you may not listen anytime again. Okay? Now, next please. Can you fill it please? A little knowledge is a? Do you agree? Are you sure you agree? And I want you to be agree. Okay? Next please. Now, ammonium nitrate जो पहली बार बना था, that was made in Germany. How will you make ammonium nitrate? You will take ammonia and you will take nitric acid, combine them together and you will get ammonium nitrate. No, you are research for. Ammonia ले लो, nitric acid ले लो, combine कर लो, तो क्या बनेगा? Ammonia. You promised me that it can be used as a fertilizer, and we need it. And what happened? That whenever this compound was prepared in Germany, so the company prepared 4,500 tons of ammonium nitrate. कितना बनाया? कितना होता है ton? You understand? Okay. Now they were preparing this compound in very big, large scale, so that this can be used as a fertilizer. And जैसे जैसे compound बनाए जा रहे थे, they were putting it in the field open. क्या कर रहे थे? बाहर इकट्ठा करते जा रहे थे और बड़ा-बड़ा भाट बना रहे थे. You understand? After some time, what happened? This became a rock. Ammonium nitrate का पाउडर होता है ना बेटा, जैसे नमक और सोडियम क्लोराइड होता है, अमोनियम नाइट्रेट भी क्या हो जाता है? हाँ, पाउडर था तो वो क्या बन गया? After some time, rock. Rock, you understand? Very hard material. एक बन गया. सारे का सारा क्या बन गया? एक बन गया. You will tell me later. तो now अब farmers कहने लगे हमें अमोनियम नाइट्रेट दो, तो आप क्या करोगे? तो बड़ा लोगे, तोड़ोगे पुराने स्टाइल से. इतना बड़ा पहाड़ है, कैसे टूटेगा? नहीं तोड़ सकते. फिर आप क्या करोगे? हमने उसको पाउडर बनाना है. उन दिनों में सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होती थी डायनेमाइट. हैव यू हर्ड इट? नहीं. उन्होंने कहा थोड़ा सा डायनेमाइट लगा देते हैं, तो लगाएंगे तो चूरा चूरा हो जाएगा. You understand? पाउडर बन जाएगा. तो this happened in Germany. This happened in Germany. उन्होंने इसके नीचे क्या लगा दिया? Dynamite. And you want to know what happened?
Last.
This happened in which year? और बहुत ऐसी बात नहीं है. And what happened? 561 workers of the factory died there and then. 561 people died and there was no clue about the factory. Factory का पता ही नहीं लगा कहाँ गई. अब आप थोड़ा सा ध्यान से सोचो, कंपाउंड कौन सा यूज कर गया? और साथ में लगाया गया, उसके पास क्या ले गया? Now you have to think, what is chemistry? And I have given you a beautiful example. अब अमोनियम नाइट्रेट तो चाहिए लोगों को, किसानों को चाहिए. आजकल भी कार होती है किसानों की डिफरेंट पर्पज के लिए, बट दे नीड अमोनियम नाइट्रेट. फिर हम क्या करें? सप्लाई तो करना है अमोनियम नाइट्रेट को. ओके, नाउ अमोनियम नाइट्रेट, यही अमोनियम नाइट्रेट अगेन फैक्ट्री बनाई गई जर्मनी में. तो अगेन अमोनियम नाइट्रेट तैयार कर लिया गया. उस समय अब प्रॉब्लम क्या थी? यदि आप ध्यान से बेटा सोचो तो प्रॉब्लम क्या थी? मैंने आपको एक इशारा किया था कि दिस मॉलिक्यूल इज हाइग्रोस्कोपिक. हाइग्रोस्कोपिक मींस व्हाट? It catches moisture and gets cemented. अब यदि आप मॉइस्चर से थोड़ा सा दूर काट दोगे इसको तो फिर क्या होगा? वो पाउडर ही रहेगा. ठीक है, अब किसानों को हमने देना है तो क्या करेंगे हम? यदि आप होते तो कहते सर पॉलिथीन के बैग में डालते जाओ, ये कहते ना. पर आपको ये बात मालूम होनी चाहिए कि पॉलिथीन बैग उस समय नोन नहीं था. यू अंडरस्टैंड? देयर वाज नो पॉलिथीन बैग इन द ईयर 1921. तो फिर क्या करोगे आप? हनुमान तो है नहीं कि सारे का सारा पहाड़ उठा के ले जाओगे ऐसे, तो जहां जहां चाहिए वो आप थोड़ा थोड़ा गिरा दिया, ये तो कर नहीं सकते आप. ठीक है, तो फिर क्या करोगे? आपने मेरे को भी कहा लिटिल नॉलेज है, आपको मालूम है कि हाइड्रोस्कोपिक है, फिर भी हम उसको कहाँ रख रहे हैं? हम उसको बाहर नहीं रख सकते. What we will do? We will cover it. We will cover it in such a manner कि क्या हो, उसको मॉइस्चर उसके पास ना जा सके. तो उन दिनों क्या होता था? वैक्स आप समझिए ना, मोम जो होता है उस समय कोटिंग करते थे. किसके साथ? वैक्स के साथ. आपको मालूम है कि यदि किसी के साथ कोटिंग करते वैक्स के साथ और उसके ऊपर पानी डाल दे तो पानी अंदर जाता है. तो फिर क्या हुआ? तो उन्होंने अमोनियम नाइट्रेट को कोटिंग कर दी. अमोनियम नाइट्रेट की कोटिंग करती किसके साथ? एंड दिस वाज नाउ दिस अमोनियम नाइट्रेट इज गोइंग टू अमेरिका बिकॉज़ अमेरिका वाज वेरी रिच इन दैट. सो व्हेन इट वाज गोइंग इन द शिप, इट वाज गोइंग टू द शिप इन टेनेसी. टेनेसी एक स्टेट है अमेरिका की, जैसे हमारा यहाँ का ये हरियाणा है, इस वन ऑफ द स्टेट. तो नाउ द शिप वाज गोइंग carrying ammonium nitrate coated with gas. You can see it here, granules of the glass, like this. And the ship was carrying ammonium nitrate. Next please. And this happened in the year which year? And which state? Texas, in US. And when the ship was going, you remember जो शिप के लोग होते जो बड़े बड़े सिगरेट पिया करते, जैसे लंबी सिगरेट होती है, आपने देखा होगा पुरानी पिक्चर. तो किसी ने क्या किया, वो सिगरेट का बल्ब वहां फेंक दिया बाय मिस्टेक. एंड यू नो व्हाट हैपेंड? It killed how many people? Now you have to be serious. That's the reason I started with a very simple thing. And I'm just trying to tell you what they are going to do. And it killed how many people? It killed 500 people. Next please. अब देखो आप कहोगे सर आप थोड़ी सी ठगी कर रहे हो, मैं आपको थोड़ी सी ठगी कर रहा हूँ. जो पहले मैंने वीडियो लिखी थी वहाँ पे मैंने क्या लिखा था? यहाँ पे मैंने कंबाइन किया. अब मैंने क्या किया? आपने पढ़ा होगा ये जो ऑक्सीजन है इसको क्या कहते हैं? Now you understand? ये नेसेंट ऑक्सीजन बड़ी ज्यादा रिएक्टिव होती है, very sharp. So this oxygen was responsible for making the reaction highly exothermic and killing how many people? No clue about the ship. But you can't live without it. You can't live without the ammonium nitrate because it is good fertilizer. So छोटी-छोटी mistakes से so many lives went. But science belongs to the whole of the universe. वहाँ के लोगों की डेथ हुई, कहीं भी डेथ हुई, but it's a message to us. So we have to learn. Okay? And you can see it here. अब ये reaction exothermic क्यों हुआ? Because ये क्या है? इसे your wax. Wax combines किसके साथ? Oxygen के साथ. It gives you what? Carbon dioxide and water. आपको बेटा मैं मिलूं ना मिलूं कभी लाइफ में, एक बात जरूर याद रखना, जब कभी कोई भी केमिकल रिएक्शन होता है जिसमें कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड या वाटर या स्मॉल मॉलिक्यूल निकलता हो, वो रिएक्शन हमेशा एक्सोथर्मिक होता है. क्या होता है? प्लीज कीप इन माइंड, इट विल गो फॉर यू फॉर इयर्स टू कम. सो ऐसे रिएक्शन से हमें डर के रहना चाहिए जिसमें छोटे छोटे मॉलिक्यूल निकलते हैं. सो जस्ट लाइक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर, नाइट्रोजन, समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो दिस इज द रीजन दैट सो मेनी पीपल डाई. अब हमें फिर भी चाहिए अमोनियम नाइट्रेट. फिर क्या करें हम इसको कोट भी नहीं कर सकते. किसके साथ? गैस के साथ. क्योंकि ऑर्गेनिक इसके पास नहीं ला सकते. ओके, अच्छा, नेक्स्ट प्लीज. Is it okay? You know, you remember ammonium is positive and nitrate is negative. Okay. Now, what about the oxidation state of this nitrogen? आपने पढ़ा ना +1 में. ऑक्सीजन स्टेट कैलकुलेट करिए नहीं अभी. कितनी है? माइनस माइनस आप बोलो बेटा. हाँ कोई बोलो. Anybody else who want to speak voluntarily? आप बोलो बच्चों. माइनस +5. मैंने आपको पहले क्या कहा था कि I am a teacher, I know how to divide the students. I don't want you to be divided, be united. Say one. एक चीज करिएगा, एक चीज पढ़ो. -3, 1, 5. You already have. Okay. Now, anyway. So those of you who don't remember, please remember, जिसका निकालना होता है उसको X करोगे या डिस्टेंपर पसंद करोगे. हैं? White wash या डिस्टेंपर? You should prefer white wash because white wash is such a material which can absorb carbon dioxide.
But how does sodium oxide breaks into nitrogen?
Third pass down.
Sir, how does sodium oxide breaks into nitrogen and sodium when a car crashes?
Yeah, that's a good question. Do you remember? एक मिनट पीछे जा. I use the word that this is a compound which is very shock. इसको थोड़ा सा भी शॉक लगेगा, आपको हीट नहीं करना. इसको ऐसे भी मैंने कर दिया. You understand? ऐसे भी मैंने कर दिया. Then what will happen? It will decompose and it will give you heat. Okay? So white wash पसंद करोगे या white wash? I'm happy you are in my team, but I don't want you because आप कहोगे सर white wash में वो मजा नहीं आता जो हम लोगों को आता था. So anyway, we can use this term, so I don't mind. But white wash should be preferred because it takes a lot of carbon dioxide from outside. तो तभी वो white जो आपकी जो चमकती है gets साफ. हाँ चलते. I think. So you remember some of the Nobel Prize winners in 2014 and 2015 we are waiting and you will come to know in October. Next please. Yeah, next. Here next. And you remember one of it? I think you remember here. Yes sir. You remember him? I have another thing. I remember one of my very senior teachers, Professor C. Narao. They were awarded by them. So you are put there and good scientists like that. So I think I finished my lecture by just acknowledging my sincere thanks to the Department of Science and Technology, New Delhi, and inspired officials of the KIIT College and Principal Agarwal. And I am thankful to whom? I'm thankful to you all.